Next up in statistics, we have margin of error. Now, margin of error just means the range of possible error. So let's give you an example. A study has found that 50% of Genshin players take showers with an associated margin of error of 5%. This means that it could be 5% greater than 50%, so 50% plus 5% is 55%, or it could be 5% less than 50%, so 50% minus 5% is 45%. This means that the true value could lie somewhere between 45% and 55% of Genshin players. Because as we all know, no study is ever 100% accurate. So that 5% just means that it could be 5% greater or 5% less. Now, this error comes from sample size. So, when you have a larger sample size, you have a smaller chance of error, and the vice versa. When you have a smaller sample size, there's a larger chance of error. So that means if you have a really big margin of error, more likely than not, that's probably because you have a really small sample size. And of course, the opposite applies. If you have a really small margin of error, that's probably because you're going to have a really large sample size. Alright, and that's really it. Compared to the last statistics video, this one is super short, because this is all you really need to know our margin of error. The first one is, to calculate that range, all you have to do is add and subtract that margin of error from this value. And you also just need to know that large sample size equals small chance of error, and small sample size equals large chance of error. Well, hopefully this one was way easier to understand, and I'll see ya.